What's going on, y'all? It's your boy No Interest, and I'm back again with another one. I need you guys to do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon for more videos like this. That being said, let's get into it. Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. Less than 2 weeks away. I'm excited for it. It's one of the biggest fights in the sport of boxing right now. And there's going to be a lot of sad people. A lot of people that's praying and hoping to see Devin Haney get knocked out. I don't know what Devin did to these people. Why they praying and hoping to see the man get cooked? That's not going to happen. Because we're in boxing, we know one or two things or three things. And those are skills pays the bills, styles make fights. Devin's the better fighter. You know, I'm not saying always the better fighter or complete fighter is going to win. But I'm saying, on that night, Devin Haney's hands would be risen and he'll become a 3-division world champion based off what I've seen and what Devin's shown me. I've seen enough of what Devin has brought to the table to show me that he's too smart for Norman Jr. He's going to do what he needs to do. He's been here before to get the job done. I can't see how Norman win. The only way I see Norman winning is if he catches Devin. But why would I put my money on banking on, hey, there's a possibility Devin can get caught and get knocked out. Devin's never been stopped before. Like, all right, for example, let me give you a fight where there was a possibility a person could get knocked out. And they actually did get knocked out. The recent heavyweight fight with Joseph Parker versus Fabio Worley, right? We seen that fight. In a fight where Joseph Parker was winning the fight very easy, but he got caught. But I'm not going to say it's expected, but I'm saying that was a possibility because, why? We seen Joseph Parker get stopped before. Parker been stopped before. A lot of people forget that Parker has been stopped before. He got stopped by a guy like Joe Joyce. So the possibility of him getting stopped, even though he didn't get stopped by Wilder and stuff like that, or Joshua, the possibility of him getting stopped was always there, guys. So we seen Devin get dropped, but we ain't never seen Devin get dropped. Stopped. We seen him get dropped, but we ain't never seen him get stopped. So the possibility of him getting stopped against Brian Norman Jr., a guy who was gifted an email championship belt. You know, he's holding on to the belt until Devin Haney come to the division and take the belt off of him. So it's okay. Listen, I got nothing against Brian Norman Jr. I don't want to talk shit on him. But reality has to set in, guys. This fight, I just don't see Norman Jr. winning the fight. I just don't. I try to play this fight out in my head multiple times. When I look at this fight, guys, I see 28-1. That's all I see. It just keeps flashing in my head. 28-1, Brian Norman Jr. Like, I don't see what he has that can, stop Devin from winning the fight. He doesn't have the fastest hands in the world. The speed, Devin Haney will have the edge in the speed. He's the guy moving up in weight. And a lot of people say Devin's moving up in weight. He's the smaller guy. Is he really the smaller guy? Devin's bigger than Norman Jr. He is. So he's going to take Norman Jr.'s power better. But I don't want him to take it flush. But he's going to take it much better because he's bigger. He don't have to cut weight. In the little weight classes, it's harder for you to take those punches. I keep telling people, Haney's going to take this man power better because he's not gonna be weight drained. He's been in there with big punchers. He sparred big punchers. You understand what I'm saying? You know, I mean, it's a little different with the headgear off, but still, you're used to getting hit, but just don't get hit clean. You feel what I'm saying? Until Haney gets knocked out, I can't sit here and say I see a possibility of Haney getting knocked out. I'm not banking on, that's not how you bank on, son. Especially if a guy like Norman hasn't proven himself at that welterweight division. For him to be like, hey, this guy's solidified. So there's a huge possibility he's going to knock out. It's a huge possibility he's going to knock out Haney. No. Knocking out guys like Jin Sasaki and what's the other dude name? The dude that beat Blair Cobbs. Damn. I forget his name. You know, Alexa Rocha. Knocking out guys like Rocha and Jin Sasaki, guys that probably will never be a world champion, doesn't impress me, guys. It really doesn't impress me. And I'm just letting y'all know that doesn't impress me. That's not gonna sway my opinion on who I'm gonna pick. I'm leaning for Devin Haney in this fight. And I'm not gonna tell you Devin's gonna stop this man, because we know what Devin do. And that's outbox you for 12 rounds. He ain't going in there to stop nobody. So if you're a bad man, don't bet knockout for Haney. If that shit happen, that'd probably be like a wow moment. Like, what? Because me personally, I don't see it. So if people want to get a little carried away and say, Devin Haney's going to knock out Norman, no, that's not a possibility, in my opinion. If it does happen, it'll be a shocker. He's not knocking out Norman. I just don't see it. That's a waste of money, in my opinion. But if it does happen, then hey, you're a rich man. But I know he's going to win the fight. And I'm backing him to win the fight. You know, it is what it is, guys. You know. But hey, maybe Norman Jr. can prove me wrong. That's why we love this sport fight. We like to get proven wrong. I want Brian Norman Jr. to prove me wrong. Go in there and do everything he's saying he can do, his dad's saying he can do, and knock out Haney. But I just don't see it happening. I just don't see a guy knocking out a guy whose level is above him, who's a pound-for-pound level fighter, who's also bigger than him, faster than him, has more skills than him, all because he has power. That's not how boxing works, guys. That's not how boxing works. So, if you think that's how boxing works, you're clearly mistaken, because you're going to be in for a rude awakening. That is not how boxing works. Just because a guy has power doesn't mean he's going to win a fight.